guys, welcome back to another episode of Roll for Cake. No, I'm not wearing a shirt, and no, I won't put one on. Here at Roll for Cake, we roll a fluffy dice ball 4 times to get 4 numbers, and depending on those 4 numbers, we come up with a random cake combination based on cake type, cake flavor, frosting type, and frosting flavor. Now, a quick refresh on what we rolled last time for today's episode. We rolled a peanut butter white cake with a floral German buttercream. Now, given the choice of floral, we had a few things we could go for: lavender, Earl Grey, rose water. So I chose something that I believed would hopefully go well with peanut butter, and I chose a rose water. Funnily enough, we have made a German buttercream before on this episode here. And weirdly enough, I have a lot of flavors on this board. They're all very specific, except for 2, floral and berry, which give us a choice of a few different things depending on what we think is gonna fit. And somehow, the last time we got a German buttercream, I rolled berry, the only other category that gave me a choice. I don't know why, I just think it's weird. Now, for those of you asking, what is a white cake? No, it's not a regular cake with a better credit score. A white cake is essentially a vanilla cake's Irish cousin. It's just a lot whiter. Instead of using egg yolks, it just uses egg whites. Gives you a much lighter, more delicate crumb. Now, normally these cakes are very white, like claps when the plane lands or says, ooh, this is a little spicy when you add some pepper. In other words, this cake was made for me. Now, given how white this cake is, there's like an 80% chance it's carrying an EpiPen, which is unlucky because unfortunately, we're gonna make it peanut butter flavored. And just when you thought this cake couldn't get any whiter, we're going to combine it with a German buttercream with a rose water flavor. This is now the cake that would pronounce croissant that way after one trip to Europe. Now, if you've never had a German buttercream before, don't worry, neither is 95% of the population. It's not like an American buttercream, which is purely butter and icing sugar. This is made by making a pastry cream first, letting it cool, and then whipping that into the butter. The result of this is a buttercream that's much lighter, much silkier, and significantly less sweet. And then there's rose water, which is essentially just like you're eating potpourri. It's just a very floral flavor that's made by distilling water with rose petals. It can add a really nice aroma to your dishes, but too much and it tastes like you're eating soap. So our job today is to convince vanilla cake's Irish cousin that smelling like a bouquet and tasting like peanuts was all part of the plan. There's only one thing left to do. Let's bake this shit. my God, look how cute this is. Okay, I'm an amateur baker. As you know, I'm not great at decorating, but I thought I would do some practice with this and it looks so cute. Oh my God. Cake came together really, really well. The white cake is really easy to make. It's just a standard cake. It just doesn't use egg yolks. So you cream the butter, you mix all the ingredients together and then you bake it. Not too difficult. I just kind of eyeballed the peanut butter because it's not part of the recipe. I just hope that we get that peanut flavor coming through. And then the German buttercream, it is really easy. It's not as easy as a standard American buttercream. The custard is really easy to make. You let it cool and then you whip it into butter. And then the rose water we just added based on taste. I did add a little bit of icing sugar to the buttercream just so that it did have some sweetness. Not a lot because I don't want it to be sickly sweet, but just enough that it carries some kind of extra flavor into the cake. I'm actually really excited for this. It looks so, so good and it was such a pleasure to make. So hopefully it tastes good too. Okay, that's yum. Immediately, peanut. And then the rose water hits. The cake is nice and sweet, not sickly sweet. The buttercream as well, sweet, but not sickly sweet. Buttercream's really creamy. The flavors are there. Peanuts there. That cream. That rose water. That's a 10. Okay, I'll finish it. It's actually really fun. Okay, I'll go collect myself and then it's time to rate, review, and score the cake. Okay, this was really fun. This was a great cake. It looks great, it tastes great. It was just a pleasant experience. It's just all around good time. Okay, so flavor. It tasted really nice. It wasn't sickly sweet. I really like that. With this much buttercream on a cake, normally be overpowering, but German buttercreams aren't traditionally very sweet. And I only added a small amount of icing sugar just to kind of help with that flavor profile. So flavor-wise, the buttercream, really nice. And then the white cake, it's a lovely cake. And I think the peanut butter, I used organic peanut butter. I didn't use one that's full of artificial flavors and sweeteners and things like that. So it was just the pure peanut flavor, which I feel like added a savory nuttiness rather than using a sickly sweet peanut butter. And because it was a salted peanut butter added to the sweet cake, I think it helped alleviate some of the sweetness and it just gave you this almost like an umami. It was a really lovely cake. It wasn't perfect, but it was a really, really lovely cake. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 9. Now, flavor cohesion. This is where I think it loses a couple of points. Peanut butter's beautiful, the rose water's beautiful. They just don't feel like they belong together. They don't overshadow each other, but when you jump from peanut to rose water and back, it's a little jarring. It's not bad at all. They just seem out of place. I just don't think they're perfect together. So I've knocked them off a few points. So for flavor cohesion, I'm gonna give it a 7. Texture cohesion. You got a nice, light, delicate cake, and then you've got this light, creamy, not too sweet buttercream. It's not perfect texturally wise, but it's really good. So for texture cohesion, I'm gonna give it an 8. Overall, it gives us a 24 out of 30 or an 8 out of 10. Really solid cake. When I look at the leaderboard and I see what's above an 8 and then I look at what's below an 8, I think this fits perfectly in there. Better than those others, but not quite as amazing as the ones above it. Overall, really enjoyable experience and it looks so cute. Anyway, I'm gonna try and bring some more fun presentation to my cakes going forward. But overall, solid cake, good fun, 8 out of 10. Well, that's all done and dusted with the peanut butter white cake and the Rosewater German Buttercream. There's only one thing left to do and that's the roll for next week's cake. All right, cake type. 18. We have a mousse. Cake flavor. 19. An orange mousse. Oh, God. Okay, well, this is why we do it. Frosting type. 18. A marshmallow. Okay. Okay. Frosting flavor. 12. Biscoff. Okay. I'm genuinely scared. We have rolled an orange mousse with a Biscoff marshmallow frosting. I think this takes the cake, pun intended, as the weirdest combination we're gonna have on this channel. Don't miss it. Well, that wraps up another episode of Roll for Cake. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay up to date on, God, next week's episode at least. I'll post the recipes that I use to make these in the description below. Obviously, we messed with it for our own intents and purposes, but the bases will be there because they're created by other people. Show them some love too. Thanks again for joining me on another episode of Roll for Cake. This was a great time, really enjoyed it, and God, am I terrified for next week. But don't miss it. We have an orange mousse with a Biscoff marshmallow frosting. See you on the next one. Sorry, my nipple came out.